Before we get started with today's video, I definitely want to take some time to thank my friends over at So Avant-Garde. All right, so Avant-Garde is a place where you can go online, type in the website, and you have a plethora of fragrances from the niche world. Now, niches can be intimidating, so sample, and they have those discovery sets as well. Head over there, look around, shop around, and save you some money by using the code DEDRICK20 on anything on So Avant-Garde. And it's definitely something where, if you're ready to elevate your fragrance collection or get into something new or tap into another level as far as quality goes, hey, So Avant-Garde has you covered. All right, so head over there, use DEDRICK20, save anything, get anything over there except mind games. Don't worry. You can head over to mindgames.com and use DEDRICK10 for 10% off anything on mindgames.com. All right, so save you some money, explore, see what you discover, and let me know down below in the comments if you're rocking with anything. All right, appreciate y'all. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family, hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. Positive vibes only. That's all we got time for. We don't have no time for any negativity, for real, okay? So I do a series called What's in the Bag, and I started it here with dedicated videos to newer fragrances that I've never smelled before, and I smelled them for the first time on camera. Well, I have since transitioned that series over to my live streams. All right, so we go live every week, at least once a week on Thursdays, preferably maybe some Saturdays, and I've done several What's in the Bag episodes where you guys have been reaching out to me asking, hey D, what's an update on some of the fragrances that you've smelled? Where are you at? Have you done full bottles? Are you still testing? What are your just overall thoughts? So I said to myself, you know what? Gotta bring some of these to the dedicated video field and really talk, because some of you don't have any clue that I've talked about these fragrances, because some people don't prefer live streams. They just prefer a few minutes on the video and they're good to go, and I feel you on that. All right, so today we're going to give a follow-up. All right, so these are going to be follow-ups to fragrances that I've smelled on What's in the Bag, and this fragrance right here in particular, I had to start with. This is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled, and in the year of 2024 I will acquire a full bottle to my collection. All right, so what fragrance are we talking about? From the house of ROJA PARFUMS, we have Amber AOUD. And this is my decant that I'm still working on. So shout out to my guy, the Bishop, Jared Miller, for providing me with this decant. And we're just gonna give a follow-up on performance, my experience, and just talk a little bit about this masterpiece, because that's exactly what it is. All right, so I won't call this a full review, but I would just call it a review. All right, because until I get that bottle in my hand, that's when I'll do a full review. We'll see. All right, but Amber AOUD, this is a beautiful rose oud combination unlike anything I've ever smelled. I'm a huge fan of rose, and I really appreciate oud. And the combination of the two, they work magic if done right. And I've smelled several rose oud combinations, from the niche world to the designer world and to the clone world, the independent world. I've smelled a lot of them, and a lot of them are absolutely great. But this is by far the best rose oud that I've ever smelled. This is the best quality, just the magic that was created, and everything over at the house of ROJA PARFUMS that I've smelled thus far has been A+. This is high standard and just high quality stuff, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I wish I could put it on skin, but I got a few things that I'm testing right now, but we're gonna go ahead and get this. Oh, right side of the blotter. Hey, gonna spray a couple sprays here, man, and just kind of walk with it, man. So this is just in the air. It is so smooth, refined, just top tier quality, man. Right away, man, I get this beautiful rose, this smooth oud. I get this citrus zest in here as well, a powdery tone, There's some spices in here. This is just superb quality. It's just superb quality. Now, this DNA is not going to be for everybody, and I've worn this to the office on 2 separate occasions. And although no one told me that, hey man, you smell great, the compliments that I got were conversation starters. They wanted to know, hey, what's that? So I tell them what it is. They don't have any clue. The common person doesn't know about ROJA parfums. They don't know Rose Oud. They have no idea about Amber AOUD. They have no idea. So this is incredible. So the conversations that I've gotten from this have just been inquiring, wanting to know more. What is that? What are you wearing? For me, I do feel that the normal nose is probably going to be like, wow, that's so interesting, to the point where they might not even want to try or explore. It can come off a little intimidating. Even though it smells really, really good and different, it can come off a little bit intimidating. But for me personally, it is not that at all. Mega performance with this thing, man. We're talking 9-10 hours of strong performance. The opening sillage for the first, I want to say hour and a half to 2 hours, it is out front and it is running. It is in prime position for it to be noticed. The sillage trail, when I walk by, I catch my own sillage. I really do. Walking through a door and the door closes behind me, it pushes the scent back up because of the quality and the power that it possesses. Now, this is not screechy, inky, unbearable. No way. This is a smooth, fresh, and sweet powdery rose, and a beautiful oud that is so natural smelling, but you can tell the blend of the oud with everything else in this fragrance is amazing. We're going to get into the notes in just a second. But this is just what I prefer on a very a cooler day when I'm headed to the office and I have to be debonair, or I'm going out on a date, or I'm going to handle some business. If my wardrobe is called to match this scent. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the way that I'm dressed kind of matches how I smell and matches my mood. It's all lined up together. And I know some of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So this right here, I'm wearing darker colors. We're wearing blacks, we're wearing dark browns, we're wearing dark blues, dark greens. We are wearing tones and different shades of colors that kind of match the aura that's of this fragrance. It's going to command attention. It's going to be a certain somebody that this is for certain individuals who have confidence. They are able to articulate themselves on a high level, or give a presentation, or sell something, or whatever field that you're in. This is high level confidence right here, and it only gives you a boost, and that's what it did for me. And wearing it to the office the 2 times that I wore just with this 5 ml decant, Amber AOUD is just overdoing itself. So let's go ahead and get into the notes of ROJA Parfums Amber AOUD, and let's talk about it. Now, this fragrance was released back in 2012, all right? In 2024, it is still prominent. It's a parfum concentration, linked as unisex. Main accords: oriental, woody, spicy, floral, and resinous. All of those. Definitely get an oriental spice, and I think it's more leaning to how the oud is blended in with the other spices in the fragrance. Up top, zesty lemon and lime and bergamot, beautiful. Heart notes: may rose, fig, grassy, jasmine, ylang-ylang. In the base, you get ambergris, saffron, oud, benzoin, sandalwood, birch, cinnamon, iris, musk, oak moss, and patchouli. Just a who's of spices and citruses and florals. Just a lot going on with this fragrance for sure. This is something that I highly recommend for anybody who is in the position that they want something different. They want something unique. They want something that's going to separate them from what everybody else has going on and what they are wearing. That is absolutely for sure. Now, like I said, this is not going to be for everybody. Some people may smell this and they may say, hey, it's interesting, it smells good, but I just wouldn't wear it. That happens from time to time. Although that is not me, I'm trying to wear this. Now, price point, this is very expensive. Sometimes you can catch these fragrances on discounters for a decent price, but most ROJA fragrances retail are well north of $350, even $400. So I recommend sampling, and that's how I was able to get into this fragrance, by getting this sample of Amber OUD from my guy Jared Miller, the Bishop. So if it wasn't for him, I just don't know if I was going to be privy to experiencing this unless I got my own sample, which I would have been able to do. So sampling this 5 ml is going to last me quite some time. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, we're up and down bipolar city when it comes to the weather. Hot, cold, warm, freezing, cold, hot. Like, we're all over the place. So this is going to last me a while, but I've already made up my mind, and it's crystal clear that I am going to be acquiring a full bottle of ROJA's Amber OUD at some point in time. That is a fact. It is happening. One, I am a lover of rose. I love a good oud that can be represented really, really well. I love the spices. I love Oriental fragrances as well. And that this has everything in it. I just read the notes, the citruses, the florals, the spices, the oud. It's top tier. And immediately when a bottle is purchased, it will enter into the top 10 of my collection. Yes. So that is my thoughts on Amber OUD. Performance is stellar, monstrous, beast mode. Quality is stellar. It is elite. Rating this fragrance since I've had it, this is a 10 out of a 10 from me. 10 out of 10 for me. This is the very best from the house of ROJA that I have smelled, and I've smelled a Solo Blue, which I gave a 10 as well. I've smelled many different ones from the house thus far. Burlington 1819 is a 10 out of 10. So diving into the house of ROJA is something I'm going to be doing in 2024 and beyond. But I think this is the very first one that I'm going to pull the trigger on and get me a full bottle as soon as I can find it for a really stellar price. All right, so from the house of ROJA Dove, we have Amber OUD. I give this a 10 out of a 10. Again, not for everybody. Rose oud combination, but with so many other facets in there, so many other layers, the citruses, the Oriental vibe. Just really, really good. Really, really good. Just awesome. All right, man. So that's my review of Amber OUD from the house of ROJA Dove. Like I said, we have a series on my live streams called What's in the Bag. I smelled a bunch of fragrances, and that's pretty much the first and last time that you guys have seen me talk about them. So I'm going off of the request, and it makes sense. It makes sense of the request of you guys. Hey, can we get a follow-up on these fragrances? So fragrances like Hawass Ice, fragrances like Body OUD's Honor and Glory, Baby Cat, Tobacco, like all those fragrances that we smelled over there on the live stream with a live crowd. We're going to bring them over here to do some follow-ups on the fragrances for sure, so you can be able to tie in the two. All right, so Amber OUD, ROJA Dove, 10 out of 10, beautiful rose fragrance for sure. Can't wait to add it to my collection for the right price. All right, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video today. Let me know your thoughts on Amber OUD, if you own it or if you smelled it. Would love to know what you guys think. And all my rose lovers, oud lovers, look into it for sure. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. And if you would like to be the next member of the Smell Good family, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, and definitely appreciate all the love. And we can meet in the comments and talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the beautiful art of fragrances. All right, y'all know what it is as always, baby. Splag it up, splag it down, splag it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world, you is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, y'all be cool. Appreciate the love.